Hello, my name is Joseph Skinner, and this presentation is about net neutrality. A brief description of what net neutrality is: it is a government-led regulation on against network corporations who use the power they have with their own network brands to increase and decrease the speed of uh, websites and apps for their own benefits at the expense of the public. So my proposition is for the return of net neutrality because currently it is disbanded by the FCC. They claim that corporations should not have regulations, unnecessary regulations on them, but it gives them more power to manipulate the public in choosing the way they buy by slowing down um, uh, rival apps and websites that they don't have in favor for their own websites and apps that they are in favor for or they directly own under. I'm also this also presentations convince you call your local state representative or senator to help establish net neutrality as a U.S. governmented law. So the current problem now is that, well, what would be the future problems? Because there have been other countries like Portugal who do not have a law similar to net neutrality, which now that neutrality is gone, this allows for things like network packages, where you pay more to your internet provider to increase the speed of certain apps or websites that you regularly use, but they're deliberately slowing down. So they have control over your costs and what you want to buy and what you don't want to buy. So, and also it's going to make the rich of the people who own these networking corporations more richer at the expense of the average person. So the 1% prospers while the 99% spares. The solution for it is the turn of net neutrality, appeal the FCC decision in Congress, and basically return and reestablish it. It will be equal by the return of net neutrality. All network sites will have equal internet rates, so no website will have an increased speed of internet access, while another one will have a slow rate of internet access. So people can get on all their apps and websites at the same speed rate without experiencing any issues and spending more money than they have to. It also regularly watches over network corporations from becoming too greedy and powerful. One of the sources that I looked into argues for neutrality is called SMEE, setting the standards. And there's been several points that they brought up when talking about net neutrality. There is that net neutrality prevents control of internet user options, which basically means that network corporations don't have control of the users on what they can buy. So like directing what their choices of purchase, and prevents overcharging users. So it's manipulating them from using regularly used apps and websites by simply slowing down and making them pay to increase to at least the normal rate of what those apps and websites used to be, and it basically prevents startup companies from being choked out in the network business. So it gives them breathing room to be chosen by other people as an internet provider option. So here is my works cited. I about the where I got my information. If people continue to uh, abuse of the internet, people call it free internet by having no regulations to it. But it's just having people with money and power to to manipulate the internet at the expenses of everyone else's. So I hope that this short presentation convinces you.